Hey y'all, it's me, Miss Faulkner, and look at little baby Huey. Look how cute he is. You can't really even see his eyes. That was when it like snowed a little bit the other day. We were outside playing with the ball. It's called Jolly Ball. He loves it. Makes him happy. Alrighty, we're gonna get started. So you don't have this sheet on this. You don't have this slide on your sheet, but this is what I want you to do. At the very top of your page, on the very top of your page, what I want you to do is I want you to write this down. Okay, I want you to write function, and then the definition. A rule in which for every input, which is your x value, there's exactly one output or a y value. So I'm going to pause just for a minute. So press pause so you guys can write this down. Okay, so what that basically means is for every x, which is your input right over here, your Dixie, for all of your x's, when it goes through this function machine, it means only one y is going to come out. Okay, so you're going to start with one x and you're going to get one y. So let's go ahead and look at this. Let's go ahead and look at it. This is our input. Our input on this one, we're going to look, is 2. So I start with 2 and then go through the machine and I get 10. Okay, now let's look here. Start with 3, go through the machine, I get 15. 4, 20. 7, who thinks they know what would go there? Well, let's think. Okay, let's look. We have 2 to 10, 3 to 50. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm multiplying by 5. I'm multiplying by 5, multiplying by 5, and here if I multiplied by 5, I would get 35. So the way you write this, the way you write a rule, is it's basically an equation, okay? So you're going to write y is equal, okay, well we have x. What happens to x? X gets multiplied by 5. So I'm going to write y equals 5x. So what that means is whatever my x is, it's getting multiplied by 5, and then that gives me my y. Is that cool or what? I think it's pretty darn cool. Just saying. Okay, so here we have the same numbers, but this just, your sheet looks a little different. Okay, so we know that we started with 2, and we multiplied by what? It's the same thing as on the other sheet. So we multiplied by 5, right? 3, we multiplied by 5. Whoa. 4, we multiplied by 5, and we said if we multiplied 7 by 5, we would get 35. Okay, so what did we say our rule was? So right here it's asking us our rule. So again, we're going to write y equals, what did we say? Y equals 5x. Okay, now it asks us to fill in the table. So I'm going to rewrite my rule, y equals 5x. So I'm going to go ahead and write y equals 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 times 3 equals 10. Now where am I getting these numbers? Well, my x is right here, and so I'm taking these x's and I'm plugging them in there. So that's where the 5, because that's part of the rule. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's Miss Carter! Miss Carter! Oh, that was so exciting. I just saw Miss Carter. Hi, Miss Carter. Bye, Miss Carter. She has to go to lunch duty. Okay, so where was I? Sorry. So here, so here my x is going to be 4. So I'm going to write y equals 5 times 4 equals 20. Okay, we did our 7. 5 times 7 equals 35. And we're going to say 5 times, I'm going to stick in this one, 9. That gives me 45. Okay, it now asks us to use the table to state the domain in the range. Okay, what is domain? Well, we know domain is my what values? My x values. And my range is my y values. And you know you have to list them from least to greatest. So I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and do that. And when you're finished with that, raise your hand so we can give you a check. Don't forget your cute little squiggles. Okay, then go ahead and list the domain and range. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to try to figure out, I'm going to try to make this a little bigger. Oh my god, that's so cool. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to figure out what the rule is. We're going to figure out what's going on. So I'm going to look. So I'm starting off right here with my input. I got 2. I go to 4. Okay, well I'm going up. So I bet I'm multiplying by 2, right? Is that what it is? 2 times 2. Maybe. Don't write this down yet. Okay, now let's look. 3, we know the rule has to be the same. So 3, what would that be? Times 2 uh-oh. It equals 5. So that is not the rule. That is not the rule. It looked like it, but it wasn't the rule. So you're going to have to figure out, okay, what else can I do with 2 to get to 4? Well, I know I can add 2. 2 plus 2 gives me 4. Now let's see if this works. 2 plus 2 equals 5. Good, so that works. Let's see, 4 plus 2, does that equal 6? Yep. And 7 plus 2 gives me 9. Good, so what is the pattern? We're adding 2. It's going up by 2. So what is my rule? Well, I started with my x, which is over here, so I wrote x, and then I added what? 2. So you can just go ahead and write that in. Okay, so now we have to fill in the table. So you're going to fill in the table, which means you're going to take these and plug them in for x. So I'm going to get negative 2. Well, I'm going to use a blue one. I'm going to get negative 2 plus 2. Uh-oh, what does that equal? 0. 0 plus 2 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. And 3 plus 2 equals 5. This is pretty cool, isn't it? You like doing this? I like doing this too. Alrighty, so then what I want you to do is I want you to draw your little squiggly lines. Draw your little squiggly lines. And fill in the domain. Well, that's an ugly squiggly line. Your domain and your range. Your domain is going to come directly from your what? From your x value. And your range will come from your y value. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to try to find our pattern. So let's see if we can go ahead and do this. Whoa, I just made it a little crooked. Alrighty. Okay, so we start here with 1 and we go to 5. Okay, so we're going up. Let's see. 2 to 6, 3 to 7. Oh, I know what it is. Can you guys figure out the pattern? You are adding by what? By 4. So 1 plus 4 gives me 5. 2 plus 4 gives me 6. 3 plus 4 gives me 7. And 4 plus 4 gives me 8. So I want to see if you guys, you smarty pants you, if you guys can go ahead and fill in the rule. Well, we can do the rule together, okay? So y equals what? It equals x plus what? Plus 4. Okay, so there's the rule. Here's our table. We gotta figure out the pattern and the domain and the range. And so we are gonna leave this one and the next one in the back for you to do on your own. But when you're finished, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Raise your hand. You can stand up, or you can just raise your hand and say, please, please check us. Okay, clap, 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 clap. Alrighty. Love y'all. See y'all. Bye.